Yeah, you can just put OK to that if it's coming on your screen. We'll be recording this for our records. So today the topic is passive income, and the subtopic of today is going to be what is passive income? What is passive income? And I am Captain Sanjay Vijan here in front of you, and a bit about myself I will let you know. But today's topic will be what is passive income? Exactly what do you mean? Because I have come across a lot of people who really do not know what is a passive income. So we will first give you an idea of what is passive income. So as we start, I would want you to watch a video which I like very much. Please watch this carefully, and I want your views on this video. I want your views on this video and what you learn from it. So I would request all of you to keep a book and a pen with you, and while you're watching this, maybe you can have a take down some notes as to what, because this is a session where you need to learn, and I want to ensure that you get some value out of it, some learning out of it, and which you can actually implement in your life. That's very important, because just attending a session and then going away is not what we are here for. Anna ji, Kalyan ji, Dr. Sonia ji, Ravikant ji, I'm very eager. Understand me and my mission first is that I am here to ensure that people are able to establish a passive income. And I will tell you a little more after this slide. Let us watch this video. Please watch it very, very carefully, very carefully. It may seem very simple. It may seem that you know a lot of things, but do watch this and you will know a lot more. I like it and I watch it very often. Here it goes.
Good day, everybody. The theme of TED is ideas worth spreading. And today I'm going to show you a very powerful idea which has changed my life altogether.
Is the video clear? Is the audio clear?
No, brother, not very much.
Yes.
Okay. Anna, you are on a mobile phone or on a laptop?
Mobile phone, brother.
Okay. It should come through. If your signal is fluctuating a little bit, you may have some issues. But yeah, I think for the others, Kalyanji, it is good for you, no?
Yes.
Okay. Shivatsa?
Yes, it's good, Captain.
All right. Thank you. Don't worry, Anna, if you even sometimes on your mobile phone, if the signal is not good and you can't see it, I will send you a YouTube link for this. You can watch it later on. Not to worry. At least you can hear the audio.
I'm simply Good day, everybody. The theme of TED is ideas worth spreading. And today I'm going to show you a very powerful idea which has changed my life altogether. And simply put, this idea is about creating wealth in your life without putting efforts. It sounds very interesting. How to create wealth in your life without putting efforts. Losing money is the third biggest fear in my life. The first two being fear of my wife and fear of my mother-in-law. And ever since being a young boy, I was always programmed. The money is very tough to earn. Money doesn't grow on trees. Why are you wasting money? It's very tough to earn money. But as I advanced in life, I came across certain techniques of people who have actually created wealth in their life by not putting continuous efforts, and we shall see it today. We call it the 7R theory of wealth creation. But before I go to the theory, I want to share one very powerful story with you, written by American author Burke Hedges. It's called The Parable of the Pipeline. So first we'll have a look at the story. So it so happened that there were two boys, Bruno and Pablo, in a village who were unemployed. So the mayor of the village calls them one day and says, we have a crisis. We need water in the village. The village tank is empty. We need water from a nearby river. And every day, both of you will carry water from the river and put it in the river tank. And for every bucket of water that you carry, you will be paid some money. It sounded like a nice idea, and both Bruno and Pablo agreed to it. So from the next morning, both of them took their buckets and they started going to the river, filling the water from the river and emptying it in the village tank. Again going to the river, again emptying it in the village tank, and for every bucket they were paid money. This went on for a few days till Pablo realized it's a very tedious process. And he thought, why don't I build a pipeline? If I build a pipeline all the way from the river to the water tank, then the pipeline is water, I don't have to carry it anymore. So he goes and he shares the idea with his friend. He says, look, if we build a pipeline, then we don't have to put efforts on a daily basis. The pipeline will carry the water for us. But Bruno was not interested because he would have had to invest time, money, and energy in building a pipeline. He was happy carrying his buckets. So he tells Pablo, you please go ahead. I'm happy the way I am. So to cut a long story short, Pablo starts working hard. Despite of criticism, despite of ridicule, he builds a pipeline, and slowly he starts flowing from the pipeline. Day in and day out, Pablo becomes a free man. When he is sleeping, his income is on. Pipeline is carrying water for him. When he is on a holiday, his income is on. When he's partying with his friends, his income is on. Bruno, on the other hand, the day he takes an off from work, his income becomes zero. The day he's sick, he's tired, his income becomes zero. And Pablo doesn't have to bother about all that. So slowly, Pablo starts building a pipeline not only to his own village, but to all the villages around. And so many people like Bruno get unemployed. They will tell me, oh, what's the big thing? It's so obvious that you should have built a pipeline. Remember, friends, 95% people in the world are bucket carriers. 95% people, maybe even more. 5% people are the ones who have created pipelines in their life. And today we will see the 7-hour theory on how you can actually create pipelines. So we have a difference between what we call an active income and what we call a passive income. For an active income, you have to act all the time like Bruno. The day you are asleep, the day you go on a party or a holiday, the income stops. The day you retire, your income stops. After your death, your income stops. Even your child cannot inherit it. But the day you have a passive income, even if you are sick, you are asleep, you are on a holiday, you retire, your income is on. You die, your child will inherit your pipelines and his income will be on. Okay? So passive income is what we're going to focus on. Now, passive doesn't mean asking your dad to pass his wealth to you, right? We have a different interpretation of passive income, which we will see in the 7-hour theory. There we go. So it's mentioned in my book, He Swam with Sharks for an Ice Cream. But for the first time, I'm presenting it to the audience. We have 7 R's: rate, remuneration, replication, rent, royalty, rights, and returns. Each of these words begins with an R, and we shall see what they stand for. So, prior to the Industrial Revolution, we had only 2 kinds of incomes, okay? We had something called as a rate, and we had something called as a remuneration. Although the sold goods were offered a rate, like this blazer will be a rate, trouser will be a rate, shirt has a rate, and those who offered services were given remuneration. A doctor, a lawyer, everybody got a remuneration. So these 2 incomes existed, a rate and a remuneration. But something very interesting happened with the arrival of the Industrial Revolution. You can see it in red. It is called replication. So the effort of the man got now transferred to the machine. So previously, if you wanted to make 100 copies of a paper, you had to write 100 times. But came the photocopy machine, you make the paper once and the machine makes it 100 times. If you see around yourself, all the theater artists, they're very, very talented. But a theater artist, every time he has to earn, he has to go on stage and perform. Today he performs in Delhi, tomorrow in Mumbai, then in Chennai, then in Kolkata. The day he does not perform, his income becomes zero. Shah Rukh Khan was a theater artist before, and he always used to struggle. But the day he came to movies, and in movies and films you can replicate, you can print DVDs, CDs, prints, you can distribute all over the world, and you can get income from that many millions of pipelines. So replication changed the game with the Industrial Revolution. And now, in our current scenario, we have the other four incomes: rent, royalty, rights, and returns. If you use them in your life, you will be able to create wealth by putting minimum effort. You just create a system and then the system works for you. Let us see each one of them. Very, very interesting. So the first is rent. We all know this, right? You have a spare property or a spare flat or a spare asset or a spare equipment. You give it on rent and your income comes. Are you working? No. If I have a spare property, my property generates rent for me. I am not working. Whether I am sleeping, whether I am on holiday, every month I get the rental income free without me putting any effort, and that becomes my extra pipeline in my life. So rent is a wonderful way of creating passive income. You have a property, a vehicle, or an equipment, you can rent it. Property is the best because you also get price appreciation on your property. Second is royalty. Now, how many of you play Candy Crush? Right? We all play Candy Crush. You will be surprised that the makers of Candy Crush are earning anything between $500,000 to $800,000 every single day. Every time you download that live on your app, a certain portion of your money goes to the makers of Candy Crush, or for that matter, any app in the world. Apple has now a revenue stream which is more than the GDP of 150 countries. Simply because every time anybody in the world downloads an app, a certain portion as royalty goes to the parent company. You know, I am an author. I've written 5 books. And I wrote my first book when I was 17 years, my second book when I was 19, and my third book when I was 20. So before graduation, I was getting enough royalties and to pay for my education. I never had to ask my dad for a loan for my studies. Royalties were coming. I used to study in college. Every month, publisher gives check, and I can study further. So people are putting videos on YouTube. Every viral video is your pipeline. Someone clicks on the video, YouTube will give you money. People are putting photographs on stock websites and earning money. People are using their blogs to generate wealth. So app creation, YouTube, we are living in a digital world. Any ebook on Amazon, download it any part of the world. You may be sleeping in India, it's daytime in the US. Someone downloads your book and the money comes in your bank account. So royalty is a beautiful way of earning. If you have any creation, any intellectual property, you can capitalize on it by using royalty. Third is rights, right? We all know this rights includes your franchisee rights, brand rights, and your licensing. McDonald's, for example, in the 1950s, when they started, there were just 10 McDonald's. And then slowly over a period of time, they started giving franchises all over the world. In Australia, in Finland, in Malaysia, in Russia. Today, there are 36,000 McDonald's outlets in the world. And every time you buy a burger or a French fries, that money, a certain percentage, goes to the parent company. Imagine the volume, the revenue share. That is like 36,000 pipelines working for you day in and day out. Just by creating a brand, by giving a franchise. Then look at Harry Potter. J.K. Rowling, before writing Harry Potter, was financially struggling. But after Harry Potter became a brand, she used rights to an amazing level. On every book sold of Harry Potter, J.K. Rowling got a royalty. Not only that, she took Harry Potter and she went to Mattel Toys and said, okay, you make Harry Potter toys, give me a few million pounds. She went to Electronic Arts and says, you make Harry Potter games, you give me a few million pounds. She went to Universal Studios and said, you make a Harry Potter theme park and give me a few million pounds. So she used the brand, and in a few years, J.K. Rowling, from being a struggling woman, became one of the richest women in the UK. Power of rights. And the last, which you all can use, whether you are a small employee, whether you are an entrepreneur, whether you are a corporate, very easy, something that we have learned from our grandfathers and grandmothers since ages. It is called returns. You know, my father is in the stock market. He told me that if in 1970, you would have invested 10,000 rupees in the shares of Wipro, today that money would have become 300 crores. That's a lot of return. Warren Buffett says interest is the eighth wonder in the world. His Berkshire Hathaway shares in 1960s were about $19. At the end of the century, it appreciated to $10,000. So your returns includes everything. Your bank fixed deposits, stock investments, debt is very safe. So you have debt, bonds, investment in gold, investment in property, and even investment in art. Now, art is something that is catching up like wildfire. So interest, dividends, and appreciation. So if you use this 7R theory, I'll repeat: rate, remuneration, replication, the old ones, and rent, royalty, rights, and returns, you can generate wealth for yourself. So Robert Kiyosaki said very nicely, he said, poor people work, rich people network. I'll repeat it: poor people work, rich people network. Through the network, the power they keep on earning. And I'll tell you my own story. Very early in my life, the 7R model is working for me. And what I have decided now is I have a lot of free time. I don't work hard. I have no job, no business, nothing. My royalties, CDs, DVDs, internet rights, everything is working for me. So I've decided, I've embarked on a mission, and that is to educate as many students as I can. The 7R theory has given me freedom to pursue my dream, to educate India and to educate people all over the world, the impoverished, the well-to-do, everybody. Friends, in the last 15 years, single-handedly, me and my team, without charging a single cent or without accepting a single rupee as a donation, we have trained students in 12 countries, reaching out to 389 schools. We have trained 12,000 teachers. Last year, I got my name in the Limca Book of World Records for training in the maximum schools in the world. I got my name in the Guinness Book of World Record for training the maximum schools and students both in the world. And ladies and gentlemen, with your good wishes, very soon, I will be one of the very, very few people in humanity who will be reaching out to 1 million students. And till date, not 1 rupee has been charged and not 1 cent has been taken as grant or donation. I hope you like the 7R theory, and please spread it to as many people as you can. I don't want any rights. I don't want any royalty. I just want your blessings and good wishes in return. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Fantastic. Now, let me ask you the question. What really did you find in this video, which is 1 point, just 1 point, what could be of interest to you? Kalyan ji, Dr. Sonia ji, Ravikant ji, Anna ji,
Sir,
Realme.
royalty. The voice was not clear.
Okay, okay.
Royalty, I'll tell.
One by one, please.
Okay,
Go ahead, Dr. Sonia.
Work now so that you can reap the benefits in coming future.
Okay. Dr. Sonia ji.
Sir, for me, I feel rent and royalty. Two
Okay.
things will be working.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Great. Realme Pro, who is that? Can you share what's your name? Okay, Srivatsa, go ahead. Srivatsa, go ahead.
Yes, good evening, Captain. So it was a very informative video. At one point he mentioned that at a very young age he came up with he wrote few books, and when he was studying he was able to earn royalties, and he was able to pay his college fees, his tuition fees. And I am a student. I'm 22 years old. I'm still a student. And that point was very much, I was able to resonate with that. So how I can build a passive income, a source of income wherein I can pay my own college fees. So that is one point where I got connected with.
Yeah, lovely. That is right. That is right, Shivatsa ji. You will not, and for the information of everybody, please understand that writing a book and selling it for royalty, that is an e-book, an electronic book. For example, one of the main platforms is Amazon, the Kindle ebook, is one of the easiest things you can do. And you do not have to be a professional writer, one of those old type of writer like Enid Blyton or Ayn Rand or one of those top writers. You can just be an ordinary person. Srivatsa, you could be writing a book in the next 15 days. And in our advanced program, Srivatsa, just for your information, we give a hand-holding session where we actually show you how you can open up an account on the Kindle ebook and upload your own book for free, and design everything, the design, the cover, etc., everything we show you and handhold you through that in our advanced session. So, and you can start an income immediately. It starts paying you royalty every time a person goes and buys that book. And all you need to do is collate a little bit of information which you feel is good and which will be in demand. And what is in demand can also be searched on the Amazon itself. So it's a very easy process. You could be in the next 15 days to a month actually be earning an passive income through the writing a book of your own, and you would be an author, and you can put it in your a CV that I'm an author of so and so book, which is fantastic because already you're an engineering student and you have so much knowledge. You can just put in a few things. It doesn't have to be a 1,000-page book. It could be just 30 pages or 20 pages or 15 pages or even 25 pages or something like that. Anybody else? Ravikantji, Anna, you have any opinion on this video? Could you see it properly? I will be posting the link anyway for you. And Realme Pro, who are you? Can you name yourself, Realme Pro? Hello. Dr. Settiji, welcome to you also. And I would love to know your views on this video. What are your views, sir?
Yes, sir. It is very nice session. Hello.
Yes, sir. What is your one takeaway from this video?
Sir, I have already rental income, sir. Passive income. I have rental income.
Fantastic.
And now I am working for another 2 hours, minimum 2 hours.
Very good.
So most probably last time I attended your session on Kindle, that book writing.
Oh, lovely.
So most probably I am also looking in that direction.
Oh, lovely. That is fantastic.
Maybe I mean within 1 month I want to something give it to you so that you can edit and correct whatever is possible. Then
Sure, Seti sir. Sure. Welcome, Molita, to the session. And we've just actually joined in a little bit. They're a bit late. We've just concluded watching one video, and the link will be sent on the group, and you can watch it later on, and we can discuss it privately if you need any more understanding. So let us start with the main session now, and let us go ahead. Is my screen visible? Is my voice audible?
Yes, Captain.
Lovely, fantastic. So we go on from here. We start the main session here. A little bit of introduction about myself. As I said earlier also, I've been a ship captain. I've been a senior management pro and a director in multinational shipping companies. I've had my own ship chartering business and also an own international trading business in the oil and gas sector. With the pandemic, of course, I'm now doing different kinds of things. My goals are different. My main goal is a social goal where I intend bringing in at least 1 lakh plus people, more than 1 lakh people, to an idea of what is passive income. What is passive income and how they can run, and why I'm doing it. I will show you in the next slide why I am doing this, why this program has been started, what is the intention of this program. I've had a very, very long career of almost 43 plus years. It's going to be more than 43 years now. And frankly, I am comfortable. I really don't need to do this just for the income or anything. The income, what we earn from this is very, very little. which actually goes only in maintaining and sustaining this platform, and it is a business with a purpose. It's not a free gratis service also, but it is a business with a purpose where we intend helping people in this matter. So what is the current situation in the pandemic? Now, this thing you guys all must be aware of what I'm saying, that what is the current situation due to the COVID-19? There have been loss of jobs. There are many people who have lost jobs. You know that, and I know that. I am also a counselor, so I know more, because people, they may not be telling everyone around, and you don't know the statistics as yet. But frankly, whomsoever I meet in my counseling sessions, they say, sir, job is gone because of this COVID. My office closed down, their business closed down. I've lost a job, or if I still have a job, I have had a major pay cut. And then there are people who are doing small businesses, even restaurant businesses. They have totally crashed, and other traders with the long lockdown first, and then the phase 2, which was even more severe, and loss of medium, small businesses that's been there, definitely. There have been losses of family members, you see, which has brought about a big problem. The earning member of the house has passed away, and the wife and the children, or even the husband, if the wife was an active earning member, they are into big trouble. They really don't know how to put the food on the table. They do not know how to pay the rent. They do not know what to do about the education of the children. And the mission of this whole thing that we have done about passive income is lead people right from every category of life, even to the lowest strata of society to the uppermost strata of society, to understand that how you can be really in trouble if this kind of COVID situation comes in. And it can really create a problem for you. So you need to be very careful in these matters. So this is the situation. I'm sure you will appreciate what I'm saying. And the other thing which I want to tell you is, that even people who may be saying that they want to, they are working from home, but believe me, working from home also, there is a lot of pressure by the employers. It should have been employers, I'm so sorry. And they are getting the threats, you will be sacked, the pink slip will be given, and you will have salary cuts, you will have deduction for any leave, how you log in, how you log out, a little bit here, a little bit there, and you could be in big trouble. So the situation financially has not been very good, and I'm sure all of you appreciate. I would like to ask you a question, which I want you to type in the chat box, or if you cannot type, you can just unmute and answer. Is that, has this pandemic, the last almost a year and a half, has this pandemic had an effect in your life financially? Please give me an answer, yes or no, Y or N. Please type in the chat box. Dr. Sonia ji, Kalyan ji, Seti ji, Anna, Molita, Ravikant ji, please type. Dr. Sonia has not had any effect. Kalyan ji has had an effect. Hemlata has an effect. Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else? Srivatsa, yes. Anyone else? Anna? Anna, yes. Okay. Molita? Molita, has there been any effect of this pandemic in your life financially? Okay. So most people except our dear Dr. Sonia has had an effect in their finances, in their income levels in the pandemic, where what they were earning before pandemic and what they are earning after pandemic, there has been a change, there has been an impact. It could be a very minor impact, or it could be a major impact. Let me tell you a little bit about myself, what I was and what I did and how I came to know about this passive income stuff, and what kind of silly things which I did, which really made me to start this mission, and educate people. See, I was a ship captain, a senior management guy, chartering business, international trading business, everything very, very, very good. Going hunky-dory, earning a good fat income, and in my own ship chartering business, believe me, I was earning $10,000 a month, which was close to about 7 lakh of rupees per month. And my expense was very little. I just had about 40 or 50,000 rupees of expenditure. So 6.5 lakhs was the total profit. My office was just 500 meters from home. So it was like a dream situation. And I had a good 4.5 years contract with a major oil company in India. And it was going fantastic. I said that this is life. After having worked so hard on the ships and then having, worked in the corporate sector, and it's not easy, working with the corporate sector, especially if you have very strict principles about your integrity and honesty levels. So it becomes more and more difficult that you don't get promotions, that you don't get stuff like that so easily. But anyway, it was a fantastic. I reached the top in my life also. But what I want to tell you is that in 2015, there was a major oil price crash, and that impacted my ship chartering business. And I realized at the end of the day, within about 15 days, I had lost that contract, and that 7 lakh rupees, the $10,000 that I was earning every month just stopped all of a sudden. And there was no other source of income. I had given up an active job and I had got into this self-employed business of mine, self-run business of mine. I had only one employee in my driver, peon, because he was a one-man Friday, who was doing everything. Suddenly I realized that, my God, the income has stopped. And we had a very huge expenditure because I was, earning very well. So we were spending good 2.5 lakh of rupees per month on our home, on the car, and the lifestyle was quite lavish at home with my wife and with my daughters, and everything was going so wonderfully, and everybody used to spending money. And suddenly the money stops coming, and then you are eating into your savings. So every month, whatever money I had saved, whatever I had received from my provident fund, etc., and other savings that I had every month, which my wife had put in, all in fixed deposits, all in bank fixed deposit, getting very low rate of interest. No doubt the rate of interest was not very great, but at least that money was there. So every month 2 lakh premature withdrawal used to be done. Every month 2 lakh of rupees premature withdrawal, because office was still running, car is still running, expenses, home expenses is running, wife and the children, I cannot just tell them suddenly stop your standard of living and start living anyhow. But every month, if 2 lakh of rupees is going from your pocket and from your saving, sooner or later it's going to stop because there is no incoming money, And that is the time I thought, oh my God, I had so much of time. I had, when I was working in a job or in a business, I had a lot of time. I should have invested my money wisely and started a stream of income somewhere, which would have been a plan B for me, that if the plan A fails, I can go back to something else. And the second thing is, at least it will keep giving me some kind of money. But anyway, that didn't happen. And the only saving grace, God had a great plan for me probably, was that when in 2015, my chartered accountant told me, boss, you need to buy one apartment and keep, because your company is giving you a great benefit on the rate of interest. They are paying 5% of the interest. You have to pay only 3%. So please buy one property. So with great reluctance, I said, I don't need it, boss. I don't have the money. I bought a property in Navi Mumbai, New Bombay, for 21 lakhs. 21 lakhs, I bought a property which was on total EMI, 100% loan. And I had just paid about a couple of lakhs, which I had borrowed from somewhere, that too. And I managed to pay that money back through my salary. In 2019, in about 14 years, when this business was really going up and down, up and down, up and down, in the beginning of 2019, I sold this flat It was just a standard, normal 2-bedroom hall kitchen flat, of course, in a good society. But I sold it for 1.2 crore of rupees. 1.2 crore of rupees. Can you believe that? And that, without even my knowledge, had been my passive income. Because every month I was paying the installments. Okay, there were not much. And this gave me a 1 crore benefit. Suddenly 1.2 crore comes in your account. You feel good. I, of course, bought another property in Pune. And the other money was being spent. Okay, it was taking care of my, finances. And it was also, while I had, started another business in international trading between Europe and Malaysia. And I had a company in Malaysia. I'm still a director in that company in Malaysia. And I was earning a decent amount of money every month and a half or two. I used to travel for about 7 to 10 days to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. And I was living a good life, living in good hotels, flying well. And, very comfortable money was coming in. I mean, not like those 7 lakh of rupees, but it was just starting. But getting a good 1.5, 2 lakh rupees, 3 lakh rupees per month after all the expenses of travel and all. And looking forward to bigger and bigger and bigger contracts. Then came COVID-19. COVID-19 came, travel stopped. Malaysian oil and gas industry started going down. They stopped all new exploration and production. So business kaput, there's no business after that. So right from the start of the pandemic last year till now, I have not been able to travel to Malaysia because there's no travel permitted. And the oil fields over there are not doing well. So there's no business. We are just trying to revive it again. But there was no business, you see. There was no earning. There's only expenditure. Of course, expenses have been less in COVID-19, no doubt about that. I learned to live with much less, but the money still is required, boss. So what I'm trying to tell you, that if I had established a parallel source of income, which is giving me money, even if I'm not working, which is again, not dependent on the my actions and the, condition of the economy or a pandemic or any kind of force majeure like that. What if something happens, boss? What if you fall sick and you cannot go to work? I know a friend of mine who was in a very, very senior corporate position, and he suddenly had a brain stroke. And he was paralyzed. He couldn't go to work. He was in coma for some time, and then he was paralytic and he couldn't go to work. And after some time, the company was very good. They looked after him for 2, 3 or 4 months. And after that, they told him, thank you, goodbye. घोड़ा अगर घास से दोस्ती करेगा तो खाएगा क्या? If a horse makes friendship with the grass, what will he eat? If he's not going to eat that grass, he cannot survive. He has to eat that grass, whether he likes it or no. Right? So keeping that in mind, it was very important that you all need to think on those lines. And then, of course, the pandemic, I have started with various other activities. My liabilities at the moment are very, very less. Through all that I earned in this flat of mine, I could at least, pay off all my liabilities. I'm debt free now. I'm living comfortable. My mission is different. My goals are different. I'm not really having any major responsibilities of children and children's education and stuff like that. My daughters are married, one still to go, but that's taken care of with the thing. And I have got another apartment in Mumbai, which I'm selling. So, God has been kind. But what if suddenly you don't have money coming in and there's no food on the table for your children? Where do you go, man? And what if you can't put money for your children's education and stuff like that? Where do you go? So you need to be prudent. You need to be wise to establish various sources of income. And that is actually a passive income, a plan B. Besides your active job or a business that you have, you need to develop parallelly something which is going to give you money without putting in too much of financial capital or time or effort. Just by monitoring that stuff. And as Mr. Dhaval was saying in that video, the story of Bruno and Pablo. Nobody mentioned about Bruno and Pablo, but let me go into that story now. What did Bruno do? He built a pipeline, and that pipeline was paying him rest of the life. because Pablo could not carry buckets every day. Someday he would get old, someday he will have a back pain, someday he cannot carry as days go on. Someday he's just feeling so too tired, he had to work. The day he doesn't work, the day he doesn't carry the bucket, he comes back. I want to ask you a question, each one of you over here. Are you a pipeline builder or are you a bucket carrier? Think tonight. Think tonight. Are you a bucket carrier or are you a pipeline builder? If you are a bucket carrier, do you not think that you need to be a pipeline builder who builds a pipeline through which you're going to get a regular flow of income coming in? At least it takes care of your day-to-day requirements, your day-to-day needs. In a time of a pandemic, in a time of ill health, in a time of when you are really, something goes wrong somewhere, somebody gets hospitalized, somebody gets some kind of problem, don't you think an additional source of income would always help? And we all have the time and we all have a little bit of thing to put aside where we can, do something like that. Toll booth syndrome. Every time a car passes the toll booth, they have to pay some money. They have to pay some money. Every time that car is passing the toll booth, they have to pay some money. Don't you think you should have something like a toll booth where somebody is coming every day, passing by through your business or your work and paying you some money, chota money. Toll naka is small money. Toll booth, very small money. But continuous flow is there. I know in Mumbai, from Mumbai to Pune, the expressway, which was built, I don't know how many years back, but still we are paying a toll every time we go to and fro, to and fro, to and fro, and there are thousands of cars going every day. Maybe they've already covered the cost of it, but the money is on and on and on and on we are paying. And it keeps increasing also. It increased even during pandemic times. The amount of the toll increased. If we had something like that, that every time a traffic passes, every time a person crosses our business, he is going to put in some money. And so many people putting some money is definitely going to give you a huge income. And an income for which you have already built the road, the pipeline, and anyone who wants to use that pipeline and take benefit of that pipeline, that traffic booth, that road that you have made, is going to get, you're going to get money out of it because they have to pay. We need to think in life as to if something goes wrong, that is what is your passive income. Let me go to the next slide. So passive income is the income which you earn with little work or no active involvement. That is by applying negligible effort. But let's not forget, we have to first put it into place. We have to build the pipeline. And building the pipeline takes effort. See, there are no free lunches in life. Nobody is going to give you free money. If somebody tells you and comes and tells you there is a scheme, brother, whereby in 1 week, 1 month, you will really start earning big money, you're sadly mistaken without doing any work. Give me 5,000 rupees, I'll ensure every month you get 20,000 rupees. Pagla hai dusra, is a mad person who will give you 20,000 every month by just putting 5,000 rupees. No, that means that person is taking you for a ride and he is cheating you, Like that, he will take 5,000 rupees from 100 people. He will talk to 100 people. 20 will fall the prey. 20 into 5,000 is made 1 lakh per month. All he's doing is talking to 100 people. That's all. 100 people he's talking to. 100 means 3 to 4 people in a day. 3 to 4 people in a day. Thank you, Shetty sir. Thank you. God bless you. 3 to 4 people a day he's talking to 100 people. Out of that, 20 people are falling victim to that, and they are paying 5,000 rupees. Because why? This guy is promising big money, 20,000 per month, sir, I will give you. Nobody will give you. By just putting in that kind of money. Yes, there are legal ways of doing business. There are certain businesses which can give you good return, like maybe the stock market or whatever. But then you need to be very careful. What are you doing there? Unless you have a knowledge about it, unless you really don't know the nitty-gritty about it, and you are guided well, you just cannot say, I will give somebody 5,000 rupees and he'll pay me 20,000 every month. No, that means be careful. You're not being wise. You're not being prudent in what you're doing. So passive income is one of the most important and central ways that the rich get richer. If I was earning 7 lakh rupees a month, if I wanted to get richer and not fall have a problem when my income stopped, if I would have become richer, that time I would call myself, I was quite rich, not very rich, but okay, upper middle class, having a lot of money. 7 lakh rupees is not bad. It's good money, and I could have got better and better and better, but I didn't take action. So this is one thing which I missed in my life. Passive income is also the income where you don't work for the money, but people and or money work for you. I will go through this in very much detail in the next couple of slides. And passive income is that part of the income wheel that most of the people today are not aware of. Besides Dr. Sonia ji, nobody here was aware of what is a passive income. They all said, no, I don't know. And I really appreciate that. I'm telling you, for more than 55 years of my life, I did not know what is a passive income. Really, I didn't know. It's only in the last 5-6 years that I've come to know what is a passive income. And I really went in depth because I suffered. I don't want other people to suffer because of what I went through, but God was kind to me. I could recover well. I did not have a hand-to-mouth situation because I had that providence. I was very blessed. And are not aware of, while others cannot imagine a life without it. There are people who are doing, having verticals of passive income. They cannot imagine a life without, only with one income. Like this Dhaval Bhatia, he said, I don't do any work. I don't do any business. All my royalties are coming. My income is coming. I'm having a good time. And he's investing his time and effort into social stuff, where he's helping other people. God is giving him. When you help others, God will help you. So you to reach a stage where you can actually help yourself, first you need to earn a bit of money. Without just words, all words and no action, then it's not going to make anything. Now, this is the most important diagram that I want to discuss tonight before we really come to some other conclusion. This is called the cash flow quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki. And I want you to type in the chat box, how many of you have heard about this cash flow quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki, or you have read the book by Cash Flow Quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki? Please type in the chat box. I'll appreciate that. Okay, Kalyan ji has heard about it. Have you read the book, Kalyan ji?
Yes.
Fantastic. Srivatsa, of course, you have heard about it. Sonia ji has not heard about it. Anna, Ravikant ji, Molita, are you there? Yeah, no, Molita is not there. Molita is gone. Okay, no worries. So, okay, Anna has also not heard about it. What I'll do is I'll put a PDF copy in the group for all of you. You can read that book. It's one of the most interesting books which I have read, and believe me, when I started reading this book a few years back, I started at about 10 o'clock in the night, and I went on till about 2-3 o'clock, and I completed that book and kept it down because I learned so much and I didn't want to put that book down. So I will explain just the main principle of the cash flow quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki, one of the top sellers of all times, a very fantastic book and a fantastic eye-opener in the finances. For people who know about it, like Kalyanji, maybe it's just a revision for you, but for the others, please note this and listen very carefully. The cash flow quadrant has got 4 quadrants. The left quadrant on your side on the screen, you can see, is the E and S. E quadrant, S, it's called the ESBI quadrant. It goes like that, ESBI. ESBI quadrant. It's called the cash flow quadrant, ESBI. So we start with the left side is called the active income quadrant, and the right side is called the passive income quadrant. Now, E, what happens is you are an employee. You are an employee, you are working for a company, you are working for somebody, and you are at a job. And you are working hard every day because no employer is going to pay you money for not doing anything. You're working very hard over and over, year after year, you are working very hard and you are working for somebody else and you are selling your time and effort for the money. Your boss pays you the wages and your tax is deducted at source only. So you're paying close to 30 to 40% tax depending on your slab that you come in. If you are earning less, you will pay less, but generally a person who's earning well will pay at least 30 to 35 or 33% of tax. This goes directly at source only. So you have no choice. If you are earning money as an employee, you have to pay tax. Minimum tax will go straight from source. Now, the employee, if he takes leave beyond his paid leave, he will not get salary. COVID times, people have lost their jobs or people have not been able to work. So the employer just told them, sorry, you cannot get money because you have to sit at home. We can't do anything. Our business is not running there. How can we pay the employees? There are very few businesses which could pay the employees even by sitting at home. And that too maybe for 3 months or 6 months. After that, they said, sorry, I cannot now. Sorry, guys, we have to close down. I know offices which have closed down because they were paying very high rent of 2 lakh, 3 lakh, 4 lakh. They just closed down. And they out of 30, 40, 50, 80 employees, they said, we'll just keep 4 or 5 people work from home. So they really cut down their expenses because business is not there. And then little business, whatever they are doing, they are able to manage a good profit out of that because they have cut down the overheads. My daughter's office in Mumbai, they closed down. They said, we are not willing to pay the rent. And now you guys work from home. So they realized work from home is better where they can monitor because there are tools of monitoring. So that means out of 50 employees they had, now they are only 20 employees. So 30 employees have lost their job. What will they do? If you can, you work, you get money. If you don't work, you don't get money. That is the problem with the employee. After being employee for some time, for many years, what happens? You think I have become expert. Why work for the employer? Yeah, why work for the company? I will work for myself. Because now I am very smart. I was an engineer like Srivatsa when I started. I learned all the ropes. I did everything. I was in charge. I became general manager. I became vice president. I became president. I'm still getting a salary. Now I am going to start my own business. I got all the expertise and I can take 3-4 people from that company also who are my good friends. And I will take them. I'll start my small business. And when he starts that same old business, the new business, what he's doing is actually owning a job and he's paying himself a salary now. And he's working harder and harder and harder because he knows he cannot have too many employees. So he will be doing photocopying himself, he'll be doing printing himself, what is in his office, other people were doing. And he's running. Whether he's a self-employed or he's a professional, he's running. Even if you're a professional, an architect, a lawyer or whatever, when you are working, you're getting money. A doctor, when he's performing surgery, is getting money. What if he stops performing a surgery? Suppose something happens to his hand, he get injured. Where's the money going to come? You work for yourself. If you don't work, you don't get money. If you don't work, you don't get money. That is the truth. In both these quadrants, if you don't work, and here the tax factor is also 30 to 60%. Besides your income tax, you are paying GST or sale tax, it was earlier. You're paying that also. And there are so many other taxes, their tax, vote tax, so many taxes go. At the end of the day, you feel tired, frustrated. And you need another income here. That is why you're in trouble. Then we come to the B quadrant. What is the B quadrant? Let us understand what's a B quadrant. B quadrant is when a person is really built the pipeline. They have worked parallelly over here. They started building a pipeline, and that pipeline is either a lot of people in the business system. They have made about 400, 500 employees, like, the Ambanis or other people. They've got a big business. They've got 400, 500 people, and they are all accountable. They have set up a system. They have built a pipeline where the people are working for them. Mr. Mukesh Ambani doesn't have to go to office at all. He can stay at home. Today, our coach and mentor, Mr. Chawanji, was telling us about Mr. Naveen Jindal, who has got a steel plant in Raipur, and he doesn't go there for 3-4 years. One day he goes just morning by aeroplane, takes a helicopter and goes there to the plant, and same day he's back home. So in 3-4 years he is going once, but he has established a system which is working. He has delegated to people. People work for him. He sits and earns money. His tax levels are very low because the law of the land helps you in that when you are a business owner, a big business owner, there are many ways of bypassing tax very legally. I'm not talking about illegal bypassing of tax, but as a system itself, there is less tax. So you're really earning big money. Now tell me, you and I, can we get into this bracket? Yes, we can. Maybe not by having that many employees, but in today's world, it gives you an opportunity. It gives you an opportunity virtually through the internet, through the web wide world. You can still build up a system where other people will work for you and you will get money. You will get money. You have a blog, you have a website, you have a social media influencer account, you have a YouTube channel, you have an ebook, and you have so many other ways, a podcast or whatever, where you have used your passion, your hobby, and you start generating money. And don't think, my dear friends, that this money is small money. It can become very, very big money, very, very big money. It can go into crores of rupees. That is the power of virtual network. Virtual employees working for you, virtual people, which we called in financial terms leveraged income. You are leveraging on other people. Here the big business owner, the Ambani, is leveraging on his employees and their expertise. What you are leveraging is on other people's talent and their visit to your platform. And that is a virtual network you have created, and you're going to get money. So that is going to be the passive income. And this is the concept you all need to understand. This is passive income, where you actually don't have, you have built a pipeline, you have built a system, then don't have to go back about it. You can just monitor it, and even in a bad time, it will give you money. Tell me how many people stopped visiting social media during the pandemic. Rather, there was a surge. More and more people started going into social media during the pandemic because they had nothing else to do. So you build up a platform where people will be there, pandemic or no pandemic, health, good health or bad health of yours, you are still getting money through that pipeline and system. And this is the system that we want to help you establish so that you can build a source of passive income where people are going to help you. Now, without putting too much of capital or money, you can put in your time and your energy and your effort, build the pipeline, and the pipeline starts paying you after that. The money keeps coming to you, the water starts flowing through that pipeline. We next come to the I quadrant. I quadrant is the people who have some money and who are investing. They have earned E, S or B. They have earned E, S or B, and they have slowly started investing money. They have not blown up all the money or spent the money anywhere, but they have started investing. And that money then starts working for them and giving them returns. That money gives them return, and that gives them a return on the investment, the ROI. The ROI, and then they build up assets. They build up assets which are paying them, and they pay hardly any tax because the system works in such a way they pay hardly any tax, and they are the smartest workers. They invest, and this is the example I will give you of this is like rental income. Either you have a property or you have got ancestral property and you are giving it on rent and you are earning that money. Is that property is also money, it's an asset, it will give you money. or you have invested in the stock markets in a very sensible way through gaining the knowledge, through everything, and you are now that money is giving you good dividends. See, a pipeline, a system has to be established. You cannot just sit at home and say everything is going to happen on its own. I said there are no free lunches. Initial effort you have to put in, but then you can reap the benefits. You have to sow the seed. The harvest will come. The time between the sowing and the harvesting, nobody has seen it. That happens automatically. But unless you keep sowing the seeds, the plants will never come up and the harvest, the fruit will never be received by you. So you have to sow the seeds. Remember, this is the time now. Start sowing the seeds. Develop a mindset which says, yes, I need an income or no. Today's question for you is, do I need a passive income based on what I have heard? What is a passive income? Do I really need a passive income or no? Does this ESBI quadrant apply to me? Which side, which quadrant I am in? Whether I am E, I am S, well, do I want to go B? Do I want to go I? Or am I already in B? I want to go I. Where are you exactly? That is your homework for today. Which quadrant I belong to and which quadrant I want to go to. You can go from E to B, you can go from S to B, you can go from B to I, you can go from E to I, you can go S to I. Always the transition will be from left to right, left to right, left to right, left to right, never right to left. Left to right. Are you willing to do the left to right or no in this quadrant? That is very important. This is your homework for today. Am I having a passive income? What I'm looking at now, what I've understood today, that I need a passive income. Do I need a passive income because of these calamities that are there? And am I willing to establish a passive income? And if I am willing to establish a passive income and I say yes, what is the next step I have to take? See, by going from this training, this boot camp that we are having and going and doing nothing about it, it's not going to help. You've got to take the next step ahead by establishing. And how to establish, what are the points, what you need to look for? We will be telling you in the next couple of days. Tomorrow's session is going to be, why do I need a passive income? Most important thing, why? So be there tomorrow. We will go ahead with that. I will give you 5 minutes more for your question and answers. As I end these slides, this is the same cash flow quadrant. I stop sharing here and I ask you, let me know if you have any questions. Dr. Sonia, Kalyanji, Ravikantji, Anna, if you have any questions, feel free to ask and I will answer you as to whatever doubt you have. Tell me. You have to unmute and if possible, start your video. Srivatsa, any question from your side? Any clarification?
Yes, I have a question. So in the fourth quadrant, which spoke about investing, being an investor. So like I don't understand it much because how does it speak? Like, do you invest your money in a company and buy the shares of it, or do you invest in stock market? Because in stock market we do have to pay taxes, and there in the fourth quadrant it says that like we don't pay any taxes.
Yeah, you see what
So
happens.
what kind of investing is that?
These taxes can be offset also. These taxes can be offset also. But once you start earning the income from the stock market, which is a very good vehicle, but if it is done very sensibly and prudently, slowly your tax levels will come down. Initially, you may have to pay a larger percentage of tax, what you see, but it gets offset very easily. And ultimately, you end up paying very, very minimal or zero or minimal tax. But stock market, yeah, it is one of the best investments if done prudently. If done haphazardly, if your mind is not in order, then you will take all the possible unknown risks. But like I said, in any business or any work or any investment that you do, knowledge, learning is very important. My dear brother, you are going to be an engineer. How many years are you studying? 5 years you are studying to become an engineer, 4 to 5 years. Before that, you have done 10 plus 2 and everything. How many years you have studied to become an engineer? Suddenly, a man wants to start earning money through stock market, and he says, I'm not going to learn anything. I'm not going to understand anything. I'm going to talk to some stupid friend of mine, and he made a lot of money sometime. He told me he earned 5 lakh rupees that month. In 1 month, he earned 5 lakh rupees. I will ask him for tips. And when he gives me the tip, I will go and do something silly, and then I will lose the money, and then I'll say, oh, stock market is no use, Baba, don't go to stock market. You will lose all your money because you did not learn. You just went and started doing some foolish things without learning. Learning any trade is very important. If you want to earn money, can I become an engineer? Can I go and do a surgery suddenly after listening to one webinar? After listening to one webinar, can I start and going and will you accept me as a surgeon?
No,
If I
no,
come
no.
to you and tell you I'm going to cut your hand, and you will
No,
say,
it's
get
not
lost.
possible.
You're not a doctor. Show me your degree, qualified. So similarly, you want to earn money in the stock market or as any other passive income vertical, you need to learn it, boss. The problem in our country is that people are not willing to learn. They don't want to learn. They don't value learning. They don't value a coach. They don't value a mentor. They feel it is too much of money going in. Believe me, in the pandemic time, the biggest benefit we people have received in our country and all over the world is that learning has become very cheap. Cheap means the investment into learning is very low now. Earlier, to learn, one had to invest a lot of money. I never call learning a cost or a price. I always call learning an investment in yourself. And what better thing can you invest in than yourself? If you're not willing to learn in this market when everything is so cheap, so low, such a low investment you have to do to learn anything big. My friends, to become a doctor or an engineer, lakhs of rupees have to be spent. I'm not talking here about capitation. Capitation is the biggest expenditure. And people, 95% people are paying capitation fees and going and joining engineering colleges, medical colleges, all the business institutes. Big investment. You will agree with me, Srivatsa? Not all have paid it, but many are paying it. You also know that.
Yes, yes.
That is a big money they're paying here. Let's be very open about it. And if you don't want to learn, and a doctor takes 10 years to become a doctor, then he will start earning money. If he's got his father, mother also as a doctor, very good. But if he's got nothing, he has to start a small practice. How much salary he will get in a government hospital or other hospital? It takes him another 10 years to get established. By the time he's 40, 35, 40 years old, he has established himself as a doctor. He's lost the prime time. And you and I want to start earning passive income without knowing anything about it, not wanting to learn. Learn in a time, learn in a market, learn in a place where your investment is almost negligible from what it used to be earlier. If you wanted to do any course anywhere about any subject, you had to pay 10, 15, 20, 30, 40,000, 50,000 rupees, 1 lakh of rupees. Today, courses are available, trainings are available, coaches are available, mentors are available, good ones at very, very low cost. But people don't want to invest. They will go for a restaurant and they will spend 3,000 rupees in a restaurant, 4,000 rupees with their family. But spending 500 rupees upon themselves, 1,000 rupees upon them, they will not spend. They'll think, oh, why should I lose this money? I'm not saying you should be stupid and join every course or every person. You have to do your due diligence. But you put out a budget. Today, I am going to put in this much of money on my own learning to become an expert in the subject. We may be reading so many books and watching so many motivational videos in our life. How much are we implementing? Think and Grow Rich, Stranger's Secret, how to win friends and influence people. Hundreds of books are there, and if you go to YouTube and other PDFs, hundreds of books are there. Millionaire mindset, millionaire this thing, millionaire that thing. How much are you implementing? If you implement only one part of even one book in your life, actually say, I'm going to do this and only concentrate on that, you will be a millionaire very soon. But we are not doing that. I know people attending 20, 30, 40 courses in a day. Every half an hour they are in a course. But what have you taken home out of that? Because all somehow free course or this course, everything they want to jump in. What somebody was telling me is a FOMO, fear of missing out. Everybody doing courses here, I should also do every course. But what are you taking that one thing from one course, and if you implement it in your life, you will be on a different wicket. So guys, thank you so much for the day one of the passive income boot camp. If you have any questions, I'm still available for 1 minute more, and then we close for the day. Tomorrow, look forward to see you same time, 7:21 p.m. God bless you, Anna. God bless you, Kalyanji. God bless you, Ravikantji. God bless you, Srivatsa. God bless you, Dr. Sonia, Hemalata ji. God bless you so much, all of you, and take care. Look forward to seeing all of you tomorrow. And I hope I can be of value and service to all of you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, Captain.
Good night. Good night. Good night. Thank you, doctor. Bless you.